The celebrated ancient port capital of Cholas, which had made its way into ancient Tamil literature and epics, was engulfed by the huge sea. Excavations have unearthed remnants of the great port city destroyed by a deadly tsunami hundreds of years ago. Poompuhar, the ancient port city of Tamilakam, flourished for intercontinental trade and was submerged by the sea, which finds a detailed description in Sangam literature. Silappatthikaram, Manimiklai, Buddhist texts Milindapanha, Jathaka tales, and foreign accounts by Ptolemy and the Periplus of the Erythraean Sea paint a vivid picture of the city. Purananuru describes that big ships entered the port of Poompuhar without slacking sail and poured out onto the beach precious merchandise brought from overseas. In 1910, archaeologists found the remains of a wharf and rediscovered this ancient port while exploring the area. In the subsequent years, other wharfs made of burned bricks dated to the 3rd century BCE were discovered. The wharf had a brick structure with a drain for the flow of water and a platform supported by wooden posts for handling cargo. This was built on the channel of the Kaveri river. Sangam literature refers to Poompuhar as a Mahanagaram, a great city and a bustling port where horses were brought by the ships, sacks of pepper were brought by carts, gemstones and gold came from the northern mountains, pearls from the southern seas, and wheat came from the Gangetic region. The general plan of the city of Poompuhar is described in considerable detail. The city was built on the north banks of the river Kaveri and had two distinct districts, Maruvur Pakkam, where the working class and foreign merchants lived, and Pattinapakkam to its west, where the king and the nobles lived. Sathukkabutham, a mystical ogre deity in the city of Poompuhar who protected women and punished wrongdoers. This powerful warrior deity punished those who spread rumors about women. Sathukkam is the area where 4 streets intersect in the city, and the deity got its name from protecting the city of Poompuhar from this area. According to Silappatthikaram, the city was swallowed up by the sea as the king had lost his son and, in a grip of grief, forgot to celebrate the Indra Vela. The region of Poompuhar was once again occupied in the 5th century under the Pallavas and Imperial Cholas of Tanjavur. The ancient port of Puhar came to be known as Kaveripattanam. The archaeological exploration in the mid-1970s at Kilayur, close to Poompuhar, also yielded square copper coins with the tiger emblem. This was the royal crest of the early Cholas. Other finds include beads of semi-precious stones and pieces of amphorae, typical Roman pottery. A joint team of the Tamil Nadu Archaeology and the National Institute of Oceanography conducted an underwater excavation offshore survey 5 kilometers south of Poompuhar. The underwater excavations led to the discovery of stone structures suggestive of an ancient port and temples, which were buried about 30 feet in the sea. The Tamil epic Manimiklai is set in the town of Kaveripattanam and it describes the Buddhist monasteries and monks who lived in this region during the Pallava period. Excavations in the adjoining village of Pallavaneswaram have unearthed the remains of a Buddhist monastery and a Buddha statue dating between the 4th and 5th centuries. Silappatthikaram and Manimiklai have also attributed the sudden disappearance of Poompuhar to the phenomenon of Katalkol, swallowing up of the land by the sea. While initially it was believed that the Poompuhar port city, that gained prominence during the early Chola dynasty, was around 2,500 years old, the latest study based on offshore explorations and geological features interpreted on the sea floor estimates it was at least 15,000 years old. Scholars are slowly piecing together the connections in the history of this ancient port.